First of all, I am humbled, and that's the only word that's appropriate, to see you here today. Like many of you who are up in New York City and maybe over in Pennsylvania, Shanksville, I was here at the Pentagon on 9/11. In fact, in my previous capacity as an area office commander of the state police, my barrack was right behind us. And I was in the parking lot on 9/11 at 9:37 when that aircraft, Flight 77, came down the hill at 500 plus miles an hour at about 250 feet off the deck and hit the Pentagon right here where you see the brighter section of the sandstone. This is a very important event for us. The gentleman's...
Mike's not working, Chief.
No, it's working. It's working too good. That's why. The gentleman standing off to my left, Jim Schwartz, was the incident commander that day. And I'm going to tell you this because you're all friends. You're either firemen, policemen, or related, and that's all I need to hear. You're part of the people that help serve this country every day. This is a proud moment, and that was a horrific day. A horrific day. This man had responsibility not for just taking care of the fire we had, which went on for 3 days, but there were 39 agencies here, federal, state, and local. We survived because in Washington, D.C., there are so many federal, state, and local partners that we wouldn't get along if we didn't talk to each other every day and know each other by first name. That made this even more important. Because of the work of many of you who are firemen or EMS folks, and Jim and his staff from the fire department, many, many lives were saved that day in this building. It was something I told a couple of your colleagues a few minutes ago that I was 51 years old when this happened. I had never in my adult life used the word surreal, but that's the only word that was appropriate that morning, to watch an aircraft fly into that building. And you know, I take it for granted because I've been here 6.5 years as the chief, but you can't appreciate, and maybe those of you who saw this in New York and witnessed it understand what I'm about to say, but your brain can't comprehend somebody doing that intentionally. And this particular building, an international icon of the United States military prowess, being struck by a civil aircraft is almost beyond description. But that was history. You're here as part of this ceremony today. So first, I want to thank Chief Schwartz and Patty. Where are you, Patty? Right here, for coming down. Thank you for the very, very special gift. I wish I could put it on my wall. Looks like it's a little heavy. Oh, absolutely. So I'll have to find a plaque big enough to hold it, but I know it came from the heart, so thank you for that. We had 18 officers here. This agency that I work for today, that you see standing around you in gray shirts, was not here on 9/11. It was called the Defense Protective Service, about 250 people. Today we're about 840, and in about a year and a half we'll be at about 1,000. A lot's changed since 9/11. Hopefully we've done a couple things to keep that from happening again, but thank you, because you're part of this, for your part in what you do to protect us every day. We saw it very evident that day. If it hadn't been for this gentleman, his fire department, and another fire agency from the Airports Authority, which is just a short distance from here, many, many people would have died in this building. Daytime populations between 23 and 25,000. Do the math. Divide that by 5 sides, and you have an idea how many people could have been lost in this building. Thanks to this gentleman and his staff. I promised a few of you who came in here after a 10-hour trip, very sore backsides on motorcycles, Harleys no less, that it would be a very short remark. So I just want to say welcome. I'll stand around so some of my officers to answer any questions you might have about the memorial. Enjoy your stay in D.C. I know you're tired. You want to get to your hotel, let this chief shut up. You'll have a beer on my account, and I'll salute you to myself.